All right, ladies, if you're looking for lady styling, this video is for you.
We're going to work on anchors, walks, and triples, everything you need for the dance floor. All right, we are going to start with your triple steps. We're actually going to show you what a triple step is first, and then we will move on to the fun stuff.
All right, so triple steps, we are going to do both sides just for consistency's sake. We have our triple first, so triple step, again, triple step, triple step. Then we have our press triples. So we can do this in all forward, side, and back. So we're going to do all of those together on each side. We have our press forward, 1 and 2, switch to the other side, 3 and 4. Now to the side, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, back, 1 and 2, 3 and 4.
So what we are doing while we're pressing, we are going to press into the foot and knee and then come back to our step. No matter whether we're going to the side or back, we're just pressing into the foot. Our heel is not necessarily going to hit the ground.
It hovers, does a little hover. And you do this quite a bit, don't you?
I do this quite a bit.
So then we have our heel grinds. These are a little bit more, they're a little bit trickier.
And you cannot do them to the back.
We can't do them to the back. So we're going to go forward and side. So we have forward and together to the side, out and together, out and together. Ms. Megan, you want to break those down?
Yes, yes, this way. So you are going to start with your heel actually on the ground. If you're wearing dance shoes that have a heel, it's actually way easier. So you're going to step and then swivel your heel around or grind your heel into the ground. Step and grind. Same thing to the side. Step, grind, and step, grind. I might actually do a toe there, grinding into the ground instead of a heel, but yeah, preferences.
Yes.
But a triple step is making sure that you do 3 steps. So triple step, or we had our press steps, triple step, or the grinds, triple step. And now we'll do them all from the other side again.
All right, so we have our regular triples first, starting with our right foot. We have triple step. One more time, triple step. Now our press is forward. We have press and together. Press now to the side, side and together. Take it to the back. We have back and together, back. Then our heel swivels, swivel and together, swivel to the side, swivel and together, swivel and together. All right, now we're going to take those triples and actually remove some steps. So we're going to start with our tap steps first. Facing away from you, we have our tap, replace underneath us, tap, replace underneath us. So if we did this to counts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So essentially what we're doing with that is we are just tapping our foot and then stepping, tapping our foot and stepping. If you use your whole foot to tap, that might get a little confusing, so just make sure you're on your toe and come down, toe and come down.
All right, the next one we're going to do are touch steps. So from here, we are going to touch out and then bring our feet together. So we touch out, feet together, out with counts. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8.
What we're doing with that, you might think this is a tap, and it can be, but we are going to touch our toe to the side. So we're going to touch and come back to where we were, touch out to the side and come back, touch out, come back, touch out, and come back.
Cool. All right, the third option that we have to take out these steps are step touches. So from here, we are going to actually take a step first instead of tapping or touching. We step, tap, step, tap, step, tap. We could also take these into slides. So slide, tap, tap, slide, tap, and slide, tap.
So what's happening with this? We are going to step first and then touch or tap. So we have step, and then we're going to tap or touch, and then step, tap, step, tap, step, tap. If you want to slide, you're going to bend and slide to the side, then tap, slide, and then tap, slide, and then tap. We are going to do this all from this side.
So we have our tap steps first. We have tap, step, tap, step, tap, step. Now our touches, we have touch, together, touch, together, touch, together. Now we have our step, tap, step, tap, step, tap, step, tap. Add the slide, we slide, tap, slide, tap, slide, tap, and slide, tap.
Now we're going to talk about our walks.
All right, we are going to take this to the side, actually. So walking forward, we have a couple of different options, but one that I use quite a bit is rolling from your heel to your toe. So if we just take 4 steps forward, we have heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. And if we take it back, we're going to go from the toe to the heel. So toe to the heel, toe to the heel, toe to the heel, and toe to the heel.
So like Emily said, we can either do heel leads going forward or we can do toe leads going forward. So I actually do toe leads more than heel leads, so let's try that. So we go toe to heel, toe to heel, toe to heel, and toe to heel. Backwards, you don't have much option, but you want to make sure that your foot goes before your body goes. If you're doing this, our next option is not going to be as easy. So you want to make sure that the foot goes first, toe to heel, rolling through your feet as we go. Because both of these options, whether you're rolling through your heel or your toe going forward, and making sure that you roll through your feet on both sides is going to help with our
swivels. So from here, as we swivel forward, we're just going to take 4 steps forward. We are going to swivel our toes out, swivel out, swivel out, and swivel out. So the path that we're taking towards that is actually going in, swiveling out to the right as we step with the right, then we swivel and step to the left as we step with our left foot. Going backwards, it's a little different. So from here, we are going to bring, we'll start with our left foot. We're going to bring our left foot in, and then we're going to swivel out, swivel out, swivel out, swivel out. So I think Brian B. uses this quite a bit, but that swivel path, again, is going to come in, and then we swivel back, this time a little bit more, your toes are up and your heels on the ground. So we have path in, swivel, and swivel.
If you watched our earlier section, that's going to involve your heel grind.
All right, so now we're going to take those walks and add some syncopation variations. What does that mean? That means that we are actually putting 3 steps into our 2 walks. So normally we have our 2 walks to start with. We're going to show you how we change that with our kickball change, our tap ball change, and our hitches. So if we just did our first 2 walks of any pattern, we have our walk, walk. Instead of doing that, which normally would be our 1, 2, we're now going to add an and in there since and is a number. So we have 1 and 2. That is our first variation. That is our kickball change. So from here, one more time with counts, we have 1 and 2. Now from here, how do we do that? If we are just practicing, we have our right foot free. We're going to kick our foot forward for a kick and change. So from here, this is 1 and 2. One more time. 1 and 2. You can also move that step forward. So if we did 1 and 2, that actually gives you some forward momentum. If we did it from the side, we have our kick. We have kick, ball, change, kick, ball, change. Then from here, we can move it forward. Kick, ball, change, kick, ball, change. So that's our first variation. Then we had our tap ball change. Tap ball change is very similar to the kick, but we are not actually going to kick our leg forward.
We no longer get to kick.
We're just tapping, and this actually moves us slightly back sometimes. So if we have our tap ball change, tap ball change. So you're not going to move back tons, but it does move back naturally.
Just makes you feel like you should move back.
A little bit. And this also will kind of segue into hitches, which we'll get into. So if we counted this, we have our tap ball change, which is our 1 and 2, 1 and 2. If we did that from the side, so you can see it, we have tap ball change, or 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Cool. So now if we made it this far, we have our hitches, which are quite fun.
Super fun.
So from here, we have our hitch. So we're actually going to take, we did it sideways. We're going to take our hips backwards for 1 and 2. So like we talked about earlier, this is replacing our 2 walks. So this is going to actually project us forward. We have 1 and 2. If we did that one more time, we have 1 and 2. Megan, you want to talk about hitches?
Sure. All right, so when we are doing this hitch, you can do this with your foot out in front of you. If you want, you can do it with your feet together. It's kind of however you can get the feel going backwards. So when we do this, we are coming out of our knee bend and pushing our hips back to make that go back in that direction. So we're going back, we're going to put our foot down and step. So it's still kind of a kick ball change or a press ball change. We're kind of combining them. So you're going to hitch, ball, forward.
Cool. And we can do this even if the leader doesn't lead it, but leaders, it's pretty cool if you...
However, you don't want to mess with the connection.
You don't want to mess with the connection, but from here, make sure we did do a video on hitches that we will link up right there. Check those out. And that has both leaders and followers. It's super fun if you do it together, but you can do it by yourself if you feel it in the music. So one more time, we have our kick ball change. We have kick ball change, kick ball change. We have tap ball change, tap ball change. Then our hitch step forward, hitch step forward. If we did that to the side with counts this time, we have our kickball change, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, tap, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, then hitch, 1 and 2, 3 and 4. All right, one of the easiest places to do your variations and styling options is the anchor step. So make sure that you check out these 5 ways to style your anchor steps here.
And if you wanted a more in-depth video for your hitch, you are going to try right here.